Today, Jeff is going to be giving you a closer look at this digital photo frame by Efting.
Okay, before we turn it on, let's go over the things that come on it. We'll look at the back here first. You got all your buttons that you can navigate, turn it on and off, go to your menu, play, pause, stuff like that. You have your mounting. It is a little weird. It's on the bottom. Should hold as long as you get a screw in the wall. That gets tight in there, and it shouldn't just flip around. You do have VESA mounting as well if you want to use a TV mount, a little TV mount, or a monitor mount or something like that, and a speaker to play your videos. And then on the side here, you've got your power, mini USB, regular USB headphones, just in case you want to use or watch video or music. You can play music on here as well, and an SD MMC MS card, so SD card, whatever you want. A few of the things that comes with it comes with this, just in case you don't want to mount it on the wall or VESA or anything like that. This will make it so that you put it in there, pull up on it, it'll click, and then you can put it on your desk or table for viewing. It also comes with a remote control. It's pretty self-explanatory. Power, shuffle, mute, and then direct buttons for photo, music, and movies. Exit button from, if you're in videos or music or photos or the settings, you can exit out of it. Directional keypad and an OK or enter button. Calendar, which I'll show you. Calendar is pretty cool on there. OSD, which is your settings, which I'll show on there, what you can change. And your fast forward and rewind and volume. So pretty self-explanatory on that remote control. So let's plug it in, and I'll show you what you can do with this and what it looks like. So the viewing on this isn't 1080p. So if you do take high resolution videos or pictures, it may make them look a little funky. We haven't seen any except for a video that will show you that's in a high def video that it does kind of scrunch it a little bit. But the resolution is 1024 by 600, so it will attempt to resize those videos and images, and should be okay. But like I said, sometimes you might get one or two that look a little funky. But this is your main menu when you turn it on. If you don't have anything plugged in, like a USB or anything with pictures, it goes right to the menu, and you can go ahead and see what you got here. And obviously it knows that there's nothing plugged in, so it says null disk, null disk, null disk. It also has an Explorer, which is nice. So if you've got a whole bunch of pictures somewhere else on the card it's not seeing, you can go ahead and hit Explore and go through the Explorer of where the pictures and videos are on your SD card or USB device. Calendar, which I'll show you, and settings. So really quick, has a whole bunch of different languages. We'll go through a few here: French, German, Russian, Spanish, and it goes on and on and on. Let's go back to English really quick. So you can set your repeat if you want to repeat all at the end or repeat off. So if it reaches the end of your pictures on your SD card or whatever, it'll just stop. If you want to just keep repeating, it'll repeat them. Autoplay. If you stick in a USB that has a movie on it or video, it'll autoplay the movie first. Or you want music plus photo, or a custom way of doing it, or mix play, it'll just play anything, or photo. So we'll leave it on photo, just to show you what happens. No, we'll put it on movie, so you can see. Auto copy. I'm not sure if there is a internal memory on this, but if there is, it doesn't say in any of the instructions if there is. But if you plug in a USB device or anything with pictures, you can have it auto copy the photos onto here. It's one thing we should look at. So I'll turn it on and we'll see what happens. You reset all your settings. Breakpoint play, which means if you're watching a video and then you stop it with, like at 14 minutes and turn it off and come back and hit play again, it'll play at the 14-minute mark. Brightness, you can change your brightness. Body sensor, I was trying to make this work. This might be settings for a better model of this, but there's a sensor, so it'll turn off, and then if it senses movement, it'll turn on and show you pictures. But I don't think it's working on this model, so there might be another model that has a sensor on it. You can also do an alarm, your date, 24 or 12-hour clock, your time, and auto power on and auto power off. So if you don't want it on all day and you just want it on during sometimes, you can go ahead and do that. So we'll get out of this really quick. And if you, how we set the autoplay, there is a video on here and pictures and everything on here. So as soon as I plug this in, we should see the video first because we have the autoplay on video. So let's go ahead and plug this in. And as you can see,
Today, I'm going to be giving you a closer look at this nice little Bluetooth speaker. As you can see,
I'll turn it down a little bit, but as you can see, we plugged it in and it automatically started playing the video because that's what we had it on to automatically play. If you just want this to be a photo viewer, you can go back into the settings and have it do photos only. So let's exit out of that. There we go. Okay. So we've exited out of that, and we want to just do photos, right? Because there's photos on that too. So let's do photos, and there you go. It'll just automatically go through. If you want to shuffle them, you hit the little shuffler there, and it'll go through and do all the photos there. So there's your photo frame. It's a nice big one. It's got a lot of inputs on the side that you can use. Like I said, the SD card, USB, and mini USB. It also has headphones and a speaker so that you can play your music. If you put together a little slideshow with music and videos and stuff like that, you can go ahead and play that on here, no problem. And hang it on the wall, mount it, or just put it on your desk. At work or on your desk at home and just cycle through pictures. Like I said, it is a 1024 by 600. So as you can see, the pictures came in fine. That video was tweaked a little bit. But the photos seem to come in just fine.
And let me just tell you that in person, the pictures and the color looks much better than what you can see from my camera recording this.
Oh, it's very bright. So if you can't tell from the video that it's kind of trying to show a screen from a video that sometimes they don't do very well.
Yeah.
But it is very bright and vibrant. The colors are very nice on it.
Yeah.
So just to tell you some of the things that it will play for pictures, JPEGs, PNGs, BMPs, and GIFs. For audios, MP3, MP2, MP1, WMA, OGG, APE, FLAC, AC3, AAC, and video support, RM, RMVB, AKV, MOV, M4V, MPG, FLV, PMP, AVI, VOB, DAT, MP4, 3GP. So if you don't know any of that, just disregard that. It'll pretty much play anything you want. If you have something that you know what you're looking for, there you go. Those are the things that it'll play. But pretty much it plays anything and everything. You can also do text files as well. So you can read books on this if you really wanted to. But I didn't have any to show you. And it is a picture frame after all. So most people probably aren't going to be reading books on here. But you can if you wanted to. So there you go. That's the Efting digital photo frame. Very nice. And very simple to use.
Okay, so some ideas of use with things you could do. Now you can obviously mount this on your wall or sit it on a table in your living room or wherever that you can just be cycling through pictures like so. And, it's kind of cool that you can show various pictures rather than just one occupying in a frame. If you were to have some kind of themed party in your home, like let's say you're throwing a birthday party for your spouse or your child, you could put together pictures and set music that you don't have to go into a special program and make a slideshow video. You can just be playing music off of this while you are cycling through pictures. So you can do a nice slideshow very quickly. As you can see, I mean, we've just thrown a couple of random review pictures on here, and it's put together a nice little slideshow. So if you're doing a themed party, you know, you're throwing a surprise party for someone, an anniversary party, and you want to have pictures of them cycling through, then that would be a really cool idea and an easy thing to do with this product. If you wanted to read, let's say that you are going to be like reading a book together with your kids or something, you could put a book on there that is just, you know, there on your living room wall and you're sitting together reading it. That's an idea that you could use for that audio book. But it's kind of nice to have that you can cycle through pictures of your family and you can display, you know, from different folders depending on who's coming over or something. If you wanted to show pictures from a specific party or things like that, that you can easily display for guests and family that's coming over to your home.
I also forgot to mention that you can go into a settings mode here and change the way your slideshow goes. So you can do, you can have it come in. Oops, there we go. Oh, the hell did that? Anyway, you can have it change the way the pictures come in from the left, from the right, up, down. If you want to do blinds, there's a whole bunch of different settings. And I also forgot to tell you the calendar here. This is a pretty cool function. Just in case you put it on your desk, you can have a calendar on here, and there's different little settings. So there's that one. If you keep hitting the calendar button, I'm at a bad angle.
And you can change things too. So you can hang this up on your wall in the living room, use it as a clock, go through and change it, and use it as a picture viewer.
Hold on, having some difficulty there. Okay. That's not working for me.
Well, we've got a
There
clock.
we go.
There we
It's the
go.
enter button. So once you hit the calendar button, I thought it was the calendar button. Once you hit the enter button, it'll change between different modes that you want. So you can have that first one or this one,
Cool.
or this one. I think that's the last one. But so if you just want to put it on your desk and randomly show, you know, what times and stuff it is, this is a cool little thing that you can do with the with that.
So yeah, and it's a nice large size as well. So it's not just one of those tiny picture ones. So yeah, you can sit it on a table, mount it on the wall, use it for your clock, switch back and forth between clock and pictures, show videos. You just make a little smart wall area where you can show different things. But that is this digital photo frame, and it's got a nice display, nice large screen, and has various different functions on it.